I wake to quiet rooms and colder nights. Your shadow lingers in the fading light. I pour a cup for two like I still used to do, but all that's left is me remembering you. Your sweater still hangs on the chair. I try to move it, but I never dare. It's funny how the smallest things can pull me back to what we were. Every step I take, I fall into the past, trying to outrun a love that didn't last. 'Cause I'm still holding your memory, even though you let go of me. I keep pretending time will fix what's gone, but the nights feel twice as long. I'm still carrying the words you said, playing them back inside my head. You moved on so easily, but I'm still holding your memory. Your laughter echoes in these empty walls. I swear I hear you every time I fall. Photographs don't help, they just remind me of the love I miss. I try to step outside and breathe again, but every street just whispers your name. I'm walking through a world you left behind, searching for pieces of peace I can't find. Every place I go, you're everywhere I see. A ghost who never stops haunting me. 'Cause I'm still holding your memory, even though you let go of me. I keep pretending time will fix what's gone, but the nights feel twice as long. I'm still carrying the words you said, playing them back inside my head. You moved on so easily, but I'm still holding your memory. Maybe someday I'll learn to let go, stop chasing echoes of a love I used to know. But tonight I'm lost in the space you left, holding on to what I have left. Just a heartbeat, just a story, just a fading piece of glory. I'm still holding your memory, even though you let go of me. I'm tired of dreaming what we could have been, but I fall and fall again. I'm still carrying the words you said, every whisper running through my chest. You found another life to see, but I'm still holding your memory. Yeah, I'm still still holding your memory. I trace the shadows on my walls. They look like memories we made. Your laughter still echoes down the halls, but it fades a little more each day. I keep replaying every moment, trying to see where we went wrong. You were my quiet home in chaos. Now you're just the ending of a song. Maybe we were fragile from the start, but I never thought you'd walk away so fast. Love fell through the cracks, slipped out of our hands before we knew. I tried holding on, but the silence grew between me and you. We built something strong, but even stone can break with time. Love fell through the cracks, and Your sweater's still on my old chair. I keep pretending you'll come back. I'm living inside a half-full life, counting all the things we now lack. I talk to ghosts inside our pictures. They never answer when I call. I thought we'd stand forever, but forever's just a word after all. Maybe I was dreaming much too loud, and you were learning how to live without. Love fell through the cracks, slipped out of our hands before we knew. I tried holding on, but the silence grew between me and you. We built something strong, but even stone can break with time. Love fell through the cracks, and you're no longer mine. If I could turn the clocks back, I'd hold you closer than before. I'd fix the fractures in your heart. I'd be the one you cared for. But life moves like water. It flows where we can't pull it back. And now I'm drowning slowly in all the things we used to have. Love fell through the cracks, and the pieces shattered in my hands. I still see our future in the dust of broken plans. We built something strong, but time revealed all we lacked. Love fell through the cracks, and you're never coming back. I whisper your name into the dark, hoping it echoes where you are. But love fell through the cracks and left a slowly healing scar.
I still hear your footsteps in the cold, like echoes in a hallway growing old. You left your shadow lying on my floor, but you're not coming back through that door. I pour another night into my glass, hoping time might finally let me pass. But every hour just circles back to you, a silent truth I can't undo. And I try to breathe, but the air feels thin, like my chest forgot how to let love in. My heart sleeps in pieces, scattered where your memory lives. Every beat is a broken whisper, saying there's nothing left to give. You took the fire, left the ashes, but the ache never releases. I'm wide awake in this darkness, while my heart sleeps in pieces. I walk the streets we used to claim. Every corner still remembers your name. I tell myself I'll move on someday, but someday never seems to find its way. People say that heart heartbreak makes you strong, but I've been weak for far too long. I keep pretending I'm learning to let go, but you're the only thing I know. And I try to feel, but my hands stay numb, like they're waiting for a touch that won't ever come. My heart sleeps in pieces, scattered where your memory lives. Every beat is a broken whisper, saying there's nothing left to give. You took the fire, left the ashes, but the ache never releases. I'm wide awake in this darkness, while my heart sleeps in pieces. Maybe someday I'll gather every fragment that remains, turn the quiet into healing, wash the sorrow from the stains. But tonight I'm still falling through the cracks you left behind, searching in the ruins for the part you didn't take when you said goodbye. My heart sleeps in pieces, scattered where your memory lives. Every beat is a broken whisper, saying there's nothing left to give. You took the fire, left the ashes, but the ache never releases. I'm wide awake in this darkness, while my heart sleeps in pieces. Yeah, my heart sleeps in pieces. In the stillness, in the silence, where your love used to be, my heart sleeps in pieces, but it still dreams of you and me.
I walk the halls where laughter used to stay. Your shadow lingers though you slipped away. The coffee's cold, the nights feel twice as long. I keep pretending, but I'm not that strong. Every picture looks like something torn in two, a quiet war between the past and what is true. I whisper your name into the empty room, but silence hangs heavy like an open wound. Our love in ruins, scattered on the floor, pieces of forever we don't touch anymore. Every promise faded like a sun that never rose, every door we closed. Oh, you left me searching for what I'm losing, standing in the middle of our love in ruins. Your sweater still lies folded on the chair. I try to move it, but the hurt is everywhere. These memories ache like rain walking far too slow. I'm still letting go. Our love in ruins, falling like the rain, echoes of a story carved with quiet pain. Every promise faded like a sun that never rose. Every truth we chose, and though I know my heart will keep bruising, I'm learning how to live inside our love in ruins. I'm learning how to live in the ruins of you and me. I wake to quiet rooms, the kind you never liked. Your coffee cup still waits untouched and full of light. I trace your shadow's outline on the walls you used to warm, but the silence keeps reminding me you're never coming home. Every step I take echoes your goodbye. Every breath I hold, that's the same old why. And I'm living a lifetime without your light, stumbling through darkness, losing every fight. I reach for your heartbeat, but you're nowhere inside. Oh, how do I keep breathing in a lifetime without your light? I replay our last words, the ones we left unsaid, trying to find the moment love slipped out and fled. Your laughter still lingers like a ghost in the air, but the truth hits harder, you're no longer there. Every dream I dream still writes you inside, but every morning sun proves it was a lie. And I'm living a lifetime without your light, stumbling through darkness, losing every fight. I reach for your heartbeat, but you're nowhere inside. Oh, how do I keep breathing in a lifetime without your light? Maybe someday the pieces won't hurt this much. Maybe someday my hands won't ache for your touch. But tonight I'm just broken, trying to survive, a heart still learning how to stay alive. If love was a fire, then mine's burning out slow, but the ashes you left still glow, still glow. So I'm living a lifetime without all your light, walking through shadows that once felt bright. I whisper I miss you into the quiet night, hoping somehow you'll hear me from wherever you shine tonight. A lifetime see you standing in the doorway, like you were fighting back the truth. Your hands were shaking when you told me you couldn't love the way I do. And every silence in the room that night felt like a storm inside my chest. You said goodbye like it was nothing, but I'm the one who never left. I close my eyes, you're still so near, a fading light I try to keep, but memories cut the deepest when they're the ones you wanna keep. It's a touch I still remember, like your fingers on my skin. I still feel you in December, where the winter air was thin. I'm holding on to something that was gone before it ended. You walked away so easy, but I'm the one who's left unfixed by a touch I still remember. Your sweater's still hanging in my closet, smells like the nights we couldn't sleep. We talked about forever softly, like promises we couldn't keep. And I keep searching for an answer in the echoes of your name, but loving you was just a moment, and losing you became my blame. I tell myself to let you go, but I still trace you in the dark. Some memories don't grow older, they stay burning in your heart. It's a touch I still remember, like your fingers on my skin. I still feel you in December, where the winter air was thin. I'm holding on to something that was gone before it ended. You walked away so easy, but I'm the one who's left unfixed by a touch I still remember. Maybe love is just a lesson that we learn when it breaks down. Maybe healing takes much longer when the echoes stay around. If you ever hear me calling in the quiet of your mind, no, I'll never stop believing that we could fix what we left behind. It's a touch I still remember, like a ghost who won't let go. Even though you're gone forever, you're the warmth beneath the cold. I'm holding on to pieces of a love that never mended. You walked away so easy, but I'm still standing in the wreck with a touch I still remember. Touch I still Even now I still remember. I keep replaying all the moments, like shadows dancing on the wall. The way you whispered that you loved me, now those words don't mean a thing at all. I try to hold on to your heartbeat, but yours was drifting far from mine. I felt the quiet in your silence long before you said goodbye. I should have seen the signs, but I kept pretending. I stayed when you had already started ending. 'Cause I loved you past the ending. Long after you let go, I held on to the pieces of a heart you broke long ago. I kept fighting for a memory you weren't even defending. You stopped loving way too early, but I loved you past the ending. Your favorite sweater's still beside me. I can't convince myself to fold. It still remembers how you held me before the warmth turned into cold. I read the letters that you wrote me. The ink is fading like your trust. You promised me 1,000 lifetimes, but now it's ashes, now it's dust. I tried to fix the cracks, but you kept bending. You walked away while I was still pretending. 'Cause I loved you past the ending. Long after you let go, I held on to the pieces of a heart you broke long ago. I kept fighting for a memory you weren't even defending. You stopped loving way too early, but I loved you past the ending. Maybe someday I'll stop waiting for the love that won't return. Maybe someday I'll forgive you and all the lessons I had to learn. But tonight I'm standing in the wreckage of a future you erased. Still loving you feels like a habit I just can't seem to replace. 'Cause I loved you past the ending when you were already gone, holding on to what was broken, trying to stay strong. I kept reaching for the moments you were never recommitting. You stopped loving way too early, but I loved you past the ending. I'll let go when my heart lets go, but tonight it's still pretending. You stopped loving way too early, but I loved you past the ending. I still hear the echo of your footsteps in the hall. The way you used to whisper that you'd never let me fall. But promises are fragile when the truth begins to bloom. And I was left alone inside our quiet, empty room. I kept every moment like a picture in the rain, hoping they'd stay clear, but they washed away the same. You said love was simple, but you changed your point of view. Guess I was just the love that wasn't enough for you. And I tried, God knows I tried, held on even when the light had died. But your silence grew like shadows in a crowded room, telling me the end was coming soon. 'Cause I was the love I replay the moments when your eyes stop meeting mine, looking for an answer you had hidden in your lies. You smile like nothing's broken while you walk me to the door, and I knew that you decided you didn't need me anymore. I held on to a future you had already erased, trying to outrun the truth I didn't want to face. You said love was honest, but you never said it's true. I was only holding on to someone slipping through. And I tried, God knows I tried, but you can't keep a heart that's not on your side. You moved on like sunrise, chasing midnight blue, leaving me in colors fading into blue. 'Cause I was the love you didn't stay for, a dream you left right at the front door. I wanted forever, but you wanted something new. Now I'm learning how to heal from the hurt you put me through. You were my always, but I was just passing through. I was the love I wasn't enough for you. Maybe someday you'll remember how I gave you every part, and maybe you'll regret the moment you let go of my heart. But I can't wait for maybes, I can't breathe in yesterday. So I'll gather all the pieces and slowly walk away. I was the love you didn't fight for, but losing you showed me my worth more. I wanted forever, but now I'm choosing something true. A heart that beats for someone who won't let me come unglued. You were my always, but I finally made it through. I was the love I wasn't enough for you. And maybe in another life I'd be the one you never lose. But in this life I was the love I just wasn't enough for you.
The nights are colder than they used to be. Your shadow still lies next to me. I reach for hands that aren't there anymore, a quiet ache I can't ignore. The echoes whisper where your laughter stayed, a lonely room, a heart that's frayed. Every memory feels like winter rain, soft on my skin but filled with pain. I try to move, but I stay frozen in place. Even time feels scared to touch your space. 'Cause this is the world without your warmth, a place that's quiet, dark and torn. I keep on breathing, but it feels so wrong, like I'm surviving where I don't belong. Every sunrise only hurts me more. Nothing shines the way it did before. I'm living in a world without your word. The coffee tastes a little dimmer now. Your smile once taught the sun out. I walk the streets we used to call our own, but every corner feels alone. I hold the pieces you left behind, trying to mend this fragile mind. But even dreams can't bring it back to me. They only show what can't ever be. Your name still lingers in the quiet air, a ghost of love that's everywhere. 'Cause this is the world without your words, a place that's quiet, dark and torn. I keep on breathing, but it feels so wrong. Like I'm surviving where I don't belong. Every sunrise only hurts me more. Nothing shines the way it did before. I'm living in a world, without your warmth. Maybe someday this pain will fade. Maybe someday the scars you made will turn to something I can't hold. The truth that's gentle, not this cold. But tonight I'm lost inside the storm, wishing your heartbeat could keep me warm. But this is the world without your warmth. A place that's empty, bruised and worn. I'm trying hard just to carry on, but every heartbeat feels undone, and every sunrise still hurts me more. Nothing shines the way it did before. I'm learning how to live, but oh, it's a world without your warmth. A world without your. The nights are colder than they used to be, and I'm still missing your warmth with every breath in me.
I still hear your footsteps on the floor, like you just walked out the door. The echo stays when the night turns cold. Every memory feels too close to hold. I try to sleep, but the silence screams. You're in my nightmares and my dreams. You're gone, but somehow you're never far. Your name still hurts in my heart. I keep repeating things I should forget, but every breath still whispers your silhouette. Your name still hurts in my heart, like a bruise that never fades, a tear that never parts. I tell myself I'm fine, but I'm falling apart. You're the shadow in the light, the wound that leaves a mark. Oh, your name still hurts in my heart, still hurts in my heart. Fold your letters and hide them away, but they find me again. By the end of the day, your voice in my head plays the same old lines. I love you forever, but forever ran out of time. And I hate that I miss you more each night. When I swore I'd stop losing this quiet fight, you faded, but the pain stayed sharp. Your name still hurts in my heart. I keep pretending that I'm moving on, but healing feels like every breath is wrong. Your name still hurts in my heart, like a song that keeps replaying in the darkest parts. I tell myself I'm strong, but I'm torn apart. You're the scar I still trace every time it gets dark. Oh, your name still hurts in my heart, still hurts in my heart. Maybe someday I won't think of you every time still hurts. Your name still hurts.